Good morning, children. Today we are here to discuss Unit 9 Electrical Conductivity of Liquids of 8th class. Within this particular chapter, today we are going to discuss about activity 5. What does this activity 5 give you information? It gives information about how to make our own cell. How we can prepare our own cell, that particular information, this particular activity 5 gives us. To prepare the own cell by ourselves, our own cell, the material required for us, MR indicates nothing but what? Material required. The material required for us are nothing but what? 2 injection bottles having the caps, a rubber cap is existing for that one. 2 injection bottles consisting of what? A rubber cap, we can give it up. Rubber caps. Not only that one, 2 copper strips I have taken here. See here, this is one copper strip and this is another copper strip. 2 copper strips I have taken. Next one is what? 2 zinc strips I have taken there. This yellow color one, this is one zinc strip and this is one zinc strip. Such that these zinc strips are of width of 2 millimeter width and 5 centimeter length he has taken there. We have taken that particular zinc strips of 2 millimeter width and 5 centimeter length. We have taken that particular zinc strip. Next one is what? Insulating copper wire. Here this is an insulating copper wire and this particular part which is connected to zinc strip as well as copper strip as well as zinc strip with the copper wire here. Insulating copper wires are taken there. Next one is what? A chemical substance called as dilute sulfuric acid. Within this particular injection bottle I have added here dilute sulfuric acid as well as dilute sulfuric acid. Formula for dilute sulfuric acid is what? H2SO4. H2SO4 gives us nothing but what? Formula for sulfuric acid. All acids are good conductors of electricity. All bases are good conductors of electricity, as well as all salt substances are good conductor of electricity. Therefore, we can call these sulfuric acid which is of dilute. What does it mean? Dilute means adding some quantity of distilled water to that particular substance, slowly stirring that particular, take a certain quantity of the liquid and just slowly little bit quantity of liquid if we are adding to that particular one, it becomes as nothing but what? Dilute sulfuric acid. These all are the material required to perform this particular activity. Next one is what? Procedure. How we can go for this particular procedure? To prepare that particular procedure, I have taken 2 injection bottles having rubber corks on the surface of it. I have taken it up. Then afterwards, I have taken first of all a copper plate or copper strips. 2 copper strips I have taken and nicely, as it is made up of a rubber cork, easily that particular metal strip can be pressed into that particular rubber strip there itself, so that fixing firmly into this particular rubber strip, into this particular rubber cork two copper strips will fix it up of length 2 millimeter width and length is 5 centimeter length of copper plates. Later on, take two zinc plates also. From where these particular zinc plates are taken out? From an old battery. If you take out an old battery, if you break it into pieces, we'll have a sheet existing, a metallic sheet will be existing. That metallic sheet is nothing but what? Made up of zinc there itself. Cut that particular metallic strip in the form of two strips, such as 2 millimeter length width and 5 centimeter long. Cut it nicely and inject it into this particular rubber cocks. Into the first bottle of rubber cock as well as second bottle of rubber cock. Just inject it. Inject it nicely such that there is a separation between these two copper plates. There is a separation between those two copper plates. Then afterwards, connect take the rubber cocks from the surface of it and keep aside and add dilute sulfuric acid into this particular beaker. Dilute sulfuric acid, just will add it into this particular two bottles, injection bottles. Dilute sulfuric acid. These dilute sulfuric acid can be act as a good electrolytic substances, means which allows electricity to be get passed through the particular substances we have taken there. After adding dilute sulfuric acid into this particular injection bottles, close that particular caps. Caps consisting of two metal strips. One is of copper, other one is of zinc, and one is of copper, other one is of zinc. Mount it nicely on the surface of that particular bottle. Fix it firmly such that the tips of this particular two copper plates as well as zinc strips are immersed in this particular dilute sulfuric acid. After immersing it into the dilute sulfuric acid, later on what you take one small piece of insulating copper wire, connect it to what? A zinc strip as well as a copper strip by means of insulating copper wire. And other end what we are doing it positive thermal and take another copper wire of small length, connect it to what? One end of LED bulb as well as copper strip. One end of LED bulb as well as copper strip by using copper wire. Later on, take one more piece of copper wire, insulating copper wire, connect it to another end of LED bulb and zinc strip which is existing, connect this particular connection there itself. By this, the total description or procedure of this particular concept has been completed. As soon as we are connecting, the functioning of this particular shell can be taken place. Functions. How this particular it forms as a cell. How this particular cell will be get function. After a few seconds, we'll observe that the zinc strip which is existing in bottle 1 as well as in bottle 2. This is bottle 1 I have taken. This is bottle 2 I have taken. The zinc slowly dissolves. The zinc strip slowly dissolves in dilute dilute sulfuric acid. It slowly dissolves. Here, this dilute sulfuric acid is acting like an electrolytic substances, which is a good conductor of electricity, which allows electricity to be get passed. This electrolytic substance perform one process. What is the process? Electrolysis process it will perform. What does it mean, electrolysis process? When the chemical substance will split up in the form of or dissociate into ions or split up in the form of ions as the current is passing through that particular substance. As the current is passing through the particular substance, what happens? The electrolytic substance called as sulfuric acid starts split up in the form of ions. Positive ions will be moved towards negative plate and negative ions will move towards the positive plates. Here these two strips will be act as positive electrode as well as negative electrode. One will be acting as positive electrode, other will be acting as a negative electrode. They will be acting, those two rods will be acting as positive electrode as well as negative electrodes, so that this H2SO4 solution will split up in the form of H plus ion plus HSO4 minus ion. Again HSO4 minus ion split up into H plus ions and SO4 minus ion. Those ions starts moving within this particular solution, one towards the positive terminal, other towards the negative terminal of a battery or electrode of that particular battery. Two electrodes, the movement will be taken place. Due to that movement of the ions, splitting up in the form of ions is taking place, simultaneously what happens there? Movement of ions is also taking place. As the movement of ions is taking place, then what happens? That chemical substance called as dilute sulfuric acid is converting the chemical energy into electrical energy. Converting chemical energy into what? Electrical energy. As it is converting electrical energy, what happened there? LED bulb starts glowing. As the LED bulb starts glows, we can identify that current is passing through this particular electrolytic substance. This is the cell what we have prepared, from which chemical energy is converting into electrical energy. This is the process how to make our own cell. How to make our own cell or a battery, we can do it up. By using some other chemical substances, I have taken here chemical substances. We can also perform this particular activity by taking various chemical substances such as acidic substances, bases substances, as well as salts we can consider. These are good electrolytic substances. Good electrolytic substances means what? They will be ready to split up in the form of ions. They will be ready to allow current to be get passed through the particular chemical substances, such as lemon juice. If you take it in this lemon juice consisting of an acidic substance called as citric acid, which is a good electrolytic substance. Tamarind juice, if you are taking there, it consisting of acid called as tartic acid. It is also a good conductor of electrolytic substances. Tomato juice, if you take it up, it consisting of oxalic acid, citric acid, as well as malic acid will be there. It is also good electrolytic substances. If you go for detergent consisting of ABS substance, which indicates alkyl. A indicates alkyl, B indicates benzene, S indicates sulfonate. Therefore, alkyl, benzene, sulfonate substances, which are nothing but what? Salts of sodium. Salts of sodium. Therefore, acids are good electrolytic substances. Bases are good electrolytic substances. Salts are also good electrolytic substances. Therefore, they conduct electricity. They can split up in the form, they can dissociate in the form of ions, and the movement of that ions produce electrical energy by converting chemical energy into electrical energy. That electrical energy allows this particular bulb to be get glow. By that we can say that as the bulb is glowing, we can identify that, we can justify that the cell what else we have prepared is nothing but what? It is a cell in which chemical energy is converting into electrical energy. In this way, we can construct our own battery by using activity 5. At home, you take any one of these particular solutions and prepare by yourself, so that which can also be worked as a cell. By this we have completed our activity, children. Try to watch number of times and gain knowledge. Thank you, children.